Military veterans struggle with post-traumatic stress, a very real problem that affects their daily lives. Tonight, promising research underway right here in Tulsa.
You don't want to remember, but you can't help but remember.
It's been 10 years since Jonathan Craner served in the U.S. Army.
All right, thank you.
But it might as well have been yesterday.
Taking a life, seeing, your buddy who you just talked to that morning come back in a body bag.
6 years active duty with an infantry unit, including a tour in Iraq's infamous Sunni Triangle. The worst of war came home with him.
Not being able to sleep due to dreams. Large crowds, can't do it. I have to have my back to a corner.
Feeling alone, out of step, unmotivated, classic signs of post-traumatic stress.
We're about to start.
Signs that actually show up in a tiny region of the brain called the amygdala.
And in PTSD, this brain region activity is very abnormal.
Using advanced neuroscience, Dr. Jirja Bedurka and his team at the Laureate Institute for Brain Research in Tulsa study the brain to help veterans overcome PTSD. With funding from the Department of Defense, they recruit vets
Make sure I'm still in the right spot.
like Jonathan, who are willing to fill out paperwork, look a little silly in research headgear, and pay them to undergo painless MRI testing.
The brain images are popping out in real time here.
4 years into the study, using an MRI and a setup similar to a video game, Dr. Bedurka and his team discovered that soldiers can learn to regulate their brain response.
They're not using pictures of, tanks or bullets or guns.
In fact, Jonathan's seeing penguins. By concentrating on manipulating the red bar, his own brain signal, he learns to control the area that triggers PTSD.
There you go. Very good.
The results are promising.
Some of them can really control well their own brain, but not all of them. But we're trying to also figure it out. What's the factors behind, that some veterans can control very well, some don't.
Try to clear your mind and not think about anything in particular.
The Laureate team wants to help veterans learn to control their emotions, feel joy again, and ease the stress that can be crippling.
It makes it tough. But that's PTSD. Being lost in your memories.
Jonathan says it took courage to sign up, but he's hoping his data will help his fellow veterans, whom he calls on to step up too.
It's not about, yourself. It's about doing your duty for your country and for your battle buddies. You can make it to where, we can cure PTSD.
And my thanks to Jonathan for letting us tag along on his study. To participate, veterans actually go through an application process and some interviews, and all the research collected is kept private. Laureate does not share medical information or research data with anyone. We did put a link to Laureate on our website for you, KJRH.com.